HD 80606b. This planet is also known as the Whiplash Planet, and you'll soon understand why. Here, the weather can go from freezing cold to an explosion of extreme heat within hours. That's because, while most planets, including Earth, travel in a nice, steady circle around their star, this planet follows a path that is incredibly stretched out, looking more like the orbit of a comet than a planet. For about 100 days, it drifts far away from its sun, floating in the freezing cold darkness, but then it begins a terrifying dive. In a span of just 20 hours, it blasts toward its star, swings around it at a dangerously close distance, and then slingshots back out into the void. This close approach is violent. The planet gets so close that if the Earth were in that position, our atmosphere would be ripped away and the surface would be instantly melted into magma. For this planet, the approach acts like a sudden explosion of energy. In just 6 hours, the temperature on the side facing the star skyrockets from roughly 932 degrees Fahrenheit to over 2000. The star blasts the planet with more than 1,000 times the energy the Earth receives from the sun. If you were floating in the cloud tops, you would watch the sun swell up rapidly until it looked 30 times larger than it does in our sky. This sudden flash frying triggers what scientists call shockwave storms. Because the heat hits so fast, the atmosphere cannot handle it, and winds erupt from the hot zone at speeds of 11,000 miles per hour. Then, almost as quickly as it started, the planet flies away. It cools down so fast in less than 10 hours that it actually becomes invisible to infrared space telescopes like Spitzer. Astronomers are baffled by this planet because usually the gravity of the star should squeeze the planet and eventually force its orbit to become a circle. However, this planet seems to be very stiff rather than squishy, meaning it resists that change and could be trapped in this torture loop for another 10 billion years.